All right, everyone, welcome back. We are going to take a quick look at Dogecoin. So, a couple of things to look at here on Dogecoin. First off, from the low to the high, you can see you're holding support at your 236 at 759. We're pretty much going to call this 76 here. So, as long as you hold 76, you're bullish for a push higher. There are a couple of bearish indications on some indicators and stuff that are starting to tell us the top could be in here and you're fixing to come back down for a deeper pullback here. First off, the strong move up here, you can see the money flow is going down. So that is bearish divergence. That shows us that this strong move up is getting very weak. Heikin-Ashi candles are still green, but this could turn into red at any moment. There's a shadow on both ends. That could indicate you're rolling over to red here. So just keep that in mind, those bearish signs that we're seeing here. And as long as you stay over the 7.6 level, you're still alive for a push higher to try to break over the 8 penny mark, which is your ultimate goal here. And of course, you still could pull back to your 382 at 7.2 and be bullish for a move up, at least short term. So I would watch those two price levels. Dogecoin could come back down here like this and then go back up, of course. But any lower than, I would probably say the 7.6 level your top is in. I'll point that out here in a minute, but ultimately the 7.2 level could potentially hold as support, and you could end up going up or sideways. With that said, we're going to go down to the 15-minute time frame here really quick, which we really don't need to because we can see two red candles in a row here. Then we're definitely going to see lower lows and lower highs on the 15-minute time frame here on Dogecoin. If I can get this to reset. So yeah, you can see what I'm talking about there. But ultimately what I want to show you guys is if we zoom out to the weekly chart here, let's get everything else off of the chart. Even though we are starting to retrace a little bit, or potentially retrace on the lower time frames, if we come out here to the macro chart, there's a couple of very bullish things that I see on Dogecoin here. So we're going to simply draw a Fibonacci from this most recent strong move up, and we're going to go to the low. So from October of 2022 to the low here. And also notice, before I end this and forget about it, you can clearly see that if we draw a support box down here, you can clearly see that Dogecoin is putting in some kind of a bottom here, which, yeah, that's a very good strong bottom. So that is bullish there, I would say. But ultimately, from the high to the low, you can see the price of Dogecoin is getting smacked right into the 382 resistance at 8 pennies here. So 8 is your ultimate price to beat. If you can get over 8 pennies, she's probably going to start flying here. One other thing off of that strong move to point out that you can clearly see with your own eyes is the falling wedge pattern here. So off of this floor that it's been putting in on the macro scale, you are in this falling wedge bullish pattern here. And you can see that once the price of Dogecoin breaks over the 8 penny mark, gets over that 382, then it's going to break to the upside. Maybe we get a retest, and then at that point it goes to the moon. So potentially that's what's in store for Dogecoin on the macro scale here. But ultimately, the smaller time frames, we have those signs of bearishness, which could indicate that Dogecoin from the top of this wedge pattern, getting stuck at the 382 once again, could be in store for this here, where it's going to come right back down to the bottom of the wedge pattern for something like this, and then it's finally going to break out, up into next year. So that could line up, with the bull run coming up, the halvening, and everything else. So we could be in store for some more choppiness here, sideways and down, and then eventually up to break the uptrend and break over the 382 and break over the 8 penny mark. So hopefully that helped. Hopefully you understood all of that. If you did not, just kind of rewind and pause if you need to. But yeah, you've put in this nice floor on the macro scale. You're in this bullish falling wedge pattern, and it looks like ultimately once the Dogecoin breaks over 8 pennies, it's off to the races here. And just remember, on the daily time frame, just go back and rewind and watch those support levels on Dogecoin here. So hopefully that helped. Not financial advice. Good luck, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.